evil.
Well, where was everybody else at that late time in the morning? Where was everybody? Where were the Republicans? Where were the security?
Okay, well, there's the tell. What planet are they from? Wow, what a beautiful day. Thank you.
He wrote me beautiful letters. We fell in love.
But they are shredding ballots, in my opinion, based on what I've heard, and they are removing machinery, and they're moving it as fast as they can.
I think it's great because it's so bad.
All right, everybody, let's start the show. Live from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's the one, the only, the unexpected thrill of a lifetime podcast. With your host, Dan Fisher. Yo, what's up, you dirty bitches? It's that time again. Hurry, hurry. Step right up. Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's get going. We have a fantastic episode for you today. It's episode 35 of the Unexpected Thrill of a Lifetime podcast. That's right. It's the week of Thanksgiving. The day today is 11/26/2002. That didn't make any sense. But you're probably listening to this on November 27th, 2022. We're recording right now at 8 p.m. on a Saturday night. And I am just very excited. I have everything's going my way. I have... Oh! Watch out. Get down. That's not funny. Anyway, we got a great show. The title of the episode is No Shit November. No Shit November. But we'll get to that later. Let's see, the weather outside is frightful. It's a chilly 38 degrees. You know what? I'm literally telling you this for my health. That's right. No matter what time you're listening to this, the weather won't be the same as, frankly, when I'm recording the episode. But you're excited, you're strapped in. Even if this is your first time listening, this is going to be a wild ride. We're going to take many twists and turns. It's going to be a madhouse. Yeah, so you get it. We've got a lot of stuff lined up for you today. I think it's just time to get started. Anyway, I'm going to turn my little bit of an echo down here. And, the evil carousel just clamoring away in the background. Oh my gosh. Hurry, step right up. Well, you don't want to ride this carousel. All the animals are missing teeth and they're shedding paint and shit like that. Let's talk about the features today. I've got, like I said, plenty in store. We have obviously Philly news and events like we always do. There's FFN news. We're gonna take things in a slightly different direction today. We have some secret. This is for real, folks. I was a little bit scared and startled when I heard this, but we have some secret backdoor tapes from Republican meetings and interviews never before heard to the public. We have Donald Trump and Don Jr. on the talking, laughing, joking around, and being jerks. And this is really them, so you can be sure it's going to be shocking. And then we also have a never before released interview with a very deadpan host and Lindsey Graham and Mitch McConnell, and that's going to take up a good chunk of FN news, but it's going to be juicy. It's going to be amazing. We have obviously our ad or adverts if you're from the UK. Let me just scroll down the page here. Scroll down the page. We have an FFN News guest, the Pizza Tour, Chihuahua News, the Beef Movie of the Month. Oh, instead of Movie in the Month, what we're really going to do is we're going to count down the top 10 worst characters in The Sopranos, and it's going to be controversial, and you probably won't agree with it, but I'm going to make a case for it. We've got Tales from the Subway, which, oddly enough, has derailed Views of a Driver for now. Not sure when we're gonna get back to that. We're gonna talk about music. We're gonna talk about the next episode. I've got a little bit of music for you, and it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be pretty amazing. All right. Anyway, so what's going on in your neighborhood? I'm not sure what's going on in mine. It seems like it's becoming the festive season now. We're transitioning from spooky season. Everything has died and has decayed. Oh, just gonna open up beer number. Well, who knows? Like I said, everything's getting. Oh, listen to that pour. Everything's getting nice and decorated. People have decided now Thanksgiving is over, and now it is time to hang out the colored lights. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Whether you had to cook, whether you were eating, whether you were watching someone eat, or avoiding a political conversation. It's one of those days. It is what you make it. It's a day of destruction and eating, and who knows what kind of dishes people are going to bring out, what kind of obscure silverware or dishware people are going to pull out. What kind of spoon is that? That's not a gravy boat. The list goes on. I had a pretty good Thanksgiving. My sister Rachel came out to visit recently, and we went on an epic 14-mile walk of the city, taking in all the sights, the sounds, and feels, and we had a pretty good time. That's pretty much what's been going on with me. I've been excited to release this episode. We have 7 new stickers out to wrap up the year. We're gonna just go strong with this, hanging them up and distributing them. I am selling them. If you just want one, and you see me in person, whatever, I'll throw you a sticker. I don't mind. But I'm doing sticker packs, 3 stickers for $5, and that's gonna fund the show in and through next year. And we're gonna have at the end of the show, we're going to have a special. Hold on, we're gonna have a special announcement, and that special announcement is going to be pretty epic, pretty good. So stick around with us for the special announcement and all the other features and all the rest. We're gonna get right to it. We have some new videos out. A new video out. This one, before we had the Not a Penny video, and now there's Not a Nickel video, and that's pretty much just a clip from Morning Joe where they're just talking about donors not wanting to give to Donald Trump anymore, and the way that she really just really just puts that out there. It's pretty brutal. And, you know, if you're watching, you know, it's probably not the best.
Billionaire who donated to Trump in 2020, telling the New York Post, quote, "I wouldn't give him an effing nickel."
We'll put him down as undecided.
Yeah, and believe it or not, that video got 2,000 views so far. You know, with Trump announcing his presidency again, a lot of people are, you know, back in the what's going on kind of mindset, you know, and so we're going to just poke fun at that a little bit, and you know that's going to be great. We're going to enjoy that. It's low-hanging fruit is what it is. And I'll tell you, man, this week and recently I've been just feeling right on track. Really good, really healthy, really happy. I'm hesitant to say that. But we're going to get into a little bit of a song right now because I feel like, you know, cutting loose a little bit. Oh, yeah. Thanksgiving week is upon us. Thanksgiving week, it's time to feast, yeah. We're eating drumsticks and gravy and mashed potatoes and corn and green bean casserole in my plate, yeah. Dinner rolls with butter and gravy in a boat. We're getting wine and beer and shots of Jack. We invited Grandma over and some strange lady from next door. That's right, we have my cousins, which I don't even talk to when I see them here at Thanksgiving. And a buddy of mine from work, he really had nowhere else to go. That's right. This is a Thanksgiving song. We're breaking it down. We're loosening our belt. And we're grabbing a glass of water to wash this shit down. It's pretty interesting that gravy is a liquid like water, but yet we put it inside of a boat. That's right. It's the Thanksgiving rap song. We're getting down to the flow. Ooh. Oh yeah, that lady from next door is showing us samples of wallpaper. I'm sorry, lady, I miss your husband too. But I'm gonna go outside because I've got a comb. And it's time to get fired up, you know what I mean? That's right, it's the holiday Thanksgiving rap song. You're thinking about, I still have to go Christmas shopping. I don't have any money. I don't have any gas. I don't know what to buy anybody. Is anybody gonna buy me anything? Is Santa just gonna bring me coal? That's all negative thinking. Sit the fuck down and write your Christmas list, because nobody else will. I'm proud of all you. You're keeping your head held high. We haven't been hit with any snow or anything yet. Let's just make it through this last month. And then we're in 2023. If history repeats itself, hopefully we get the roaring 20s, you know what I mean? At some point in this fucking decade. Well, thanks again for joining us tonight. The unexpected Thrill of a Lifetime podcast, the podcast you didn't think that you thought that you knew that you needed. You just jumped into a swimming pool of excitement, and you just said to yourself, man, there's a lot of chlorine in here. Yeah, that's the feeling you get when you're tuning into this show. Like I said, we got a big announcement coming at the end of the show. I've made a lot of announcements and a lot of promises that I didn't keep in the past, but we're selling stickers now, and we're getting, we're heading into our third. This is where things take a turn. We're heading into our third year of being in podcasting. ...2023 is going to be the third year of podcasting. So it's pretty appropriate. It's pretty appropriate that we started the year, or convenient. I'm going to say it's convenient that we started in 2020, when the real madness started to hit the fan in the form of shit. Sometimes shit is madness. Which brings me to our next point. It is no shit November. And basically what that means is I have gone the entire month of November without sitting down and taking okay, I'm just kidding. That was all a joke, and it was a parody of Sober October, and I'm just gonna say it, No Nut November, which I'm sorry, I just not gonna proceed any further in that line of dialogue or thought, and we're gonna move the show along. Thank you for joining us today. This is one of our silliest shows so far, but I'm having a good time, and I'm going to start speaking to you in my outdoor voice. Well, it is, it is well into the show. The show is transitioning very nicely. I'm having a good time. This is episode 35. Do me a favor. If you've made it this far because you're a crazy psychopath, you gotta just mention the show to somebody or show them a sticker or do something, because this is going to be a new era. This is going to be the third year of podcasting. This is going to be the year that I try. We're going to try. And we're getting a head start in November. And I'm telling you a secret, exciting surprise in November. And you're going to get that information about what's happening next year early. That's the benefits of listening to the whole show. And we're having a great time doing it. And we know you love it. We love you. Thank you for tuning in. It's going to be a long show. We're just getting started. But I have no choice. I am contracted. I'm contracted and legally obligated to inform you that FFN News is brought to you by Peapods, the return of a great product. Are you tired of flushing the toilet every time you go in for a whiz? Well, now there's Peapod. Just casually toss in the pod, and you'll hear it plop right down into the yellow or otherwise known liquid. And suddenly all of those bad particles and body debris will dissolve completely into clean, fresh, water for your toilet. That's right. The Peapod is just like your home standard washer or dishwashing, sort of Tide Pod, if you will. You just plop it right in there, and you don't even have to flush the toilet. Who knew that this level of convenience existed and was available to the public, and not even in a military grade form or otherwise black market item? That's right. Peapods are available in a 60 pod set, available at Target. That's gonna run you. Oh, how much is this gonna cost me? How much is this gonna cost? $5. That's right, $5 for 60. I don't know. I think it's a pretty good deal. I mean, otherwise, what does it cost you to flush your toilet? Have you done that math? I don't know. Oh, boy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have nothing left to do but to inform you that we, again, are moving along with the show. And with all of the news being called fake nowadays, it's time for the real fake news. That's right. It's FFN News. Well, there we go. Once in a while, we have a technical difficulty. Oh no, but I like to say technical difficulties are a delicacy in the podcasting world. All the best ones show their flaws once in a while. Welcome to FFN News. I'm your host, Dan Fisher. And today we're going to talk about all the headlines and low-hanging fruit that we have available for you today. That's right, we have leaked videos from the RNC. That's Trump and Trump Jr. talking. We're going to get to that later. You heard of the return of Peapods. Next, FFN News hip-hop. Rapper Takeoff took off, apparently. The so-called takedown of the Takeoff took place down in Houston, where the rapper apparently landed after taking off earlier before. Takeoff was allegedly taken down the takedown hit list. He was then taken off-site, then taken to the hospital where his vitals took off the charts. Only too soon after getting taken down until he was removed or taken out, and that's where it ends. Rest in peace, Takeoff. FFN News, White House. That's right, President Biden has pardoned 2 turkeys for the holiday this year. Their names were Chocolate and Chip, and it turns out that people just don't want chocolate chip turkey. Next on FFN News, we have a guest with the holidays rapidly flying by. That's right. Just a recap. We have already passed Halloween, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and all the rest. Now we are on to Christmas and Hanukkah, and here to comment on that is Santa Claus himself. Ho, 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 ho. Can you feel it? Okay. Can you? Well, thank you. Oh, hey, whoa, listen. Yeah, see, these people are just all angry because they were told that Santa isn't real, but I'm here to tell you he is real. Well, Santa, if you could... Alright, I just have a few questions for you. Santa, this is getting weird. I just want to ask you, where do the elves come from? Alright, well, anyway, how is Mrs. Claus? Oh. Well, you're not really answering my question, so I'm going to just have to divert things. As I said to you earlier, we have another feature we're going to be, sort of turning to in a minute. That's going to be the leaked tapes of Donald Trump and Lindsey Graham. It's very revealing, very scandalous, and this is dialogue you're not going to hear anywhere else, folks. You're going to hear it here, and it's going to be big, and it's going to be in your face, and you're going to have to deal with it. But first, we're going to just turn quick to Chihuahua news. For those of you who don't know, the Chihuahua is the official mascot of the evil carousel. Not many people realize, but Chihuahua takeover is always imminent, and there is a threat that if they outnumber us humans, they can easily wipe us out. That is not the Chihuahua news. That is just a recap. The oldest dog on Earth was named yesterday. His name is Vito, and he's a Chihuahua. I believe it says he's from Virginia, which is a nice place to be a dog. It's a nice place to be a dog. They have a picture of him. I'm going to be honest, he doesn't look a lot like a Chihuahua, but the caption says it, and I'm on a website that I've never seen before, so it's got to be real. Alrighty. Well, alright. Sorry, a terrible segue. Alrighty, folks. Well, you heard it here. We are going to be releasing now. This is never before released and heard. My sources are telling me that it's very important. This is going to change. This is going to change the country forever. This is we don't have a date on this, but we know that it's at least a few weeks, if not months, old. And what we have here is we're just getting it queued up now. We have camera 5 locking in. Let me just get my papers here so I can do this lead-in correct. Yeah, it's not looking good for the former president. I'm reading the transcript now. I'm sorry to keep you waiting, folks.
Bloody hell, Carl, you little bald twat. That's just what I wanted. So, alright.
Oh, here we go. There we go, folks. We're gonna cut off the music here and This is the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, and his son.
Talking about being taught critical race theory.
In Shakespeare, can you believe it, people? In critical race theory, in Shakespeare. I mean, come on.
Shakespeare, oddly enough, wasn't talking about racism. He didn't think we were racist, did he?
No one wants to say that Shakespeare was white. No one says it.
You know,
they want to pretend like Shakespeare wasn't white. People, they want to pretend.
They just want to say they want to cancel Bill Shakespeare now. They want to cancel William, just like they canceled Mike the Pillow Guy. But I'll tell you, more people are rewatching episodes of The Apprentice than are watching, what was I saying? The teleprompter's not working. Oh, yeah. More people are watching that than watch the Super Bowl. Yeah. People aren't reading Bill Shakespeare nearly as much as they're reading my speeches. Oh, I'm sorry. That was so gross. My speeches. My wonderful speeches down at the border wall.
Can you believe it?
And A lot of people are saying, build that wall. We want them to build that wall.
Bill Shakespeare, he said, Bill Shakespeare.
Of course, when the
They don't want to talk about him anymore. They don't want to talk about him because he's white. They don't want to say it.
they don't want to, another.
They don't want to say it.
They don't want to say it. They don't want to admit it, but it's probably a big
He
travesty.
was from a little country called England, the United Kingdom, where I don't need to remind you all that we won. We beat them.
We won bigly in Great Britain. The election was definitely in our favor
We
in
had
Britain.
then we wrote a little story called The Declaration of Independence.
And Boris Johnson, oh gosh, what a
We
disaster.
rang that Liberty Bell. We rang
We
it all
rang it
day.
well. We brought a little hammer and we said, ring it up, boys.
It cracked. Yes, it
Get
cracked.
ringing.
I'll tell you what, if Trump built that Liberty Bell, it wouldn't have cracked. I'll tell you that right now.
It cracked, and it cracked in a very big way. A lot of people are saying, but you know what else is on crack? Mike the Pillow Guy. Mike the Pillow Guy, he was a crack addict, he overcame it, he found Jesus. He did.
Isn't that nice?
He went
Isn't
looking
that
and he
nice?
found Jesus, and now he has Jesus. And
we love Jesus. We're big fans of Jesus.
some people are even saying that Jesus voted for Trump. He said.
Let's go ahead and give it up for Jesus, everybody. Let's give it up for Jesus. Yeah.
Could you imagine Jesus Christ saying, Trump for president, build that wall? Well, sometimes you have to wing it, and you continue to wing it.
I can see him sometimes if I close my eyes, standing out there in his sandals, standing out there in the crowd, saying,
I say, Jesus, those are some great sandals, but Donald Trump doesn't wear an open-toed shoe, so I won't be wearing them, but I like them a lot. I like them a lot. Yes.
a lot.
They're very good, and we have our wonderful African American here again. We're with him, and we love our Surgeon General, and he's a great guy. We've got a lot of great people. By the way,
Alrighty, folks, we're back. That was the former president and his son, Don Jr., having a backdoor meeting. Very scandalous. They're discussing very sensitive topics. And this is a story we're going to be watching. So watch this space. And please, please pay attention, but also try not to let this, rent too much space out in your brain or however that saying goes. We were going to take a short break, but I think we're just going to lead right into the next call. It's not a call, but it's this interview. Never before heard interview. FFN News. Our correspondent, Chest Rockwell, was out on the scene, and he caught up with Lindsey Graham and McConnell, and they were just talking very plainly. They said they saw the reporter there, and they said, let's speak off the record. And we said, great. And now here we go for the first time. This is an FFN News special.
And now to Lindsey Graham with his take on his party's back and forth with the ex-president Donald Trump.
Well, Lindsey Graham here, and I just want to be frank, and I just want to come across the right way. I think that Donald Trump is pretty much the emperor of our Big Tent party, and I think that for better or for worse, we're all eventually going to be destroyed by God if we don't bring Donald Trump back into the forefront. Now, he has a lot of policies that I think we can all agree with. It's usually when there's a scandal or something, it's the guy hates women, or the guy hates blacks, or he, is involved with the money laundering. Well, Donald Trump clicks all of those boxes. He, the white supremacist in him, and then, the lone man against the system. He's for guns, he's for God, he's for everything that I think we stand for. We also have with us Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell, what is your perspective on Congress now that there is Joe Biden as president, and you have to sort of work with him in a lot of different regards?
Well, I'm not sure what the Biden administration is putting forth is the best for our country. Now, I do believe that there are many things that we can sort of attempt to shut down and derail the president's presidency. But I can tell you this, we're not going to be, editing our votes or doing anything like that.
Okay, well, that was our exclusive behind the scenes scandalous tape. That's our tape. And we hope that you got something out of that, folks, because really, what I think we're seeing unfold here. Well, you know what? You're smart people. This is not an opinion piece. You can figure that out. And that's all we have time for FFN News today. Now on with the program. Alrighty. Boy, that was a crazy last, how long was it? I'm going to say a half an hour. Woo! 37 minutes. And we still got more show for you today, baby. Yeah, baby. Alright, so we still got our big announcement at the end of the show. It's really not that big of an announcement. I'm really overhyping it, but it's alright. We have our stickers that I already told you about. Keep an eye out for them. If you're around the city, you might see one. Alright, I'm going to stop talking like that now. But now it's time for the pizza tour. That's right. I've been on a quest. A quest for pizza. And let me just hold on. All right. The pizza tour. Pizza tour. I like that. I'm a big fan of that. That's my new favorite sound effect. I have some other new sound effects, but you can't even hear them. I really need to get a new effects board eventually. An effects board. What am I saying? I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, we're heading right through the night right now. We're broadcasting all through the night. We're in the evil laboratory. We've got our minions in the background. They're, like I always say, they're turning wrenches, they're threading needles, they're pouring concrete, they're mixing chemicals, they're hooking up electrical wires. We have, musicians writing music. We have people practicing with firearms. We have, someone purifying water. We have someone transcribing old books. All of this to make this production company, the Evil Carousel, function like a well-oiled machine, like a well-oiled horse on a pole, spinning around to strange blaring music. What does it all mean? As the wise prophet Daniel J. Fisher once said, I was at a loss for words. So I got down on my knees and I prayed the alphabet. A. B. C. D. E. F. G. H. I. J. K. L. M. N. O. P. Q. R. S. T. U. V. W. X. Y. Z. That was crazy. Just bear with me. Now it's time. That's the 41 minute mark. And at 41 minutes of every show, we go into the pizza tour. Now, recently, I have been exploring the Reading Terminal Market like a mother. I've been trying all these places. I can't remember the name. It's not the Bruno, bro. That's not that. But it's a place that had, roasted pork sandwich with green. They call it greens, but I knew that it was broccoli rabe. And they had, provolone. Yeah, sharp provolone. Oh, cut my mouth. But it was a great sandwich, and we love the sandwich, and that was good. But I tried By George Pizza. So I guess you could say it's Pizza by George. And they had a nice little oven, and they had a bunch of pizzas all laid out, their little mark of the Food Network there, and there were many people waiting in line for their lunch. But that's okay, because I had money. And they said, "Hey there." I said, "Good idea." Oops. I didn't mean to step on that banana over there. Oh, I stepped on the banana again. Anyway, what the fuck am I talking about? I completely just forgot what I was. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm at By George. I'm standing in line for some pizza. I say, "George, give me the works." I get a slice with roni on it, and then I get a slice with mushroom on it. This is what I like. It was good pizza. It was great pizza. In fact, I believe that I gave it a 7 out of 10. 7 slices of pizza, mind you, out of 10. Which is an awful rating scale because, no pizza is cut like that. It's either 4, 8. With 8 makes the most sense. I've seen 10, but I mean, come on. But so they got all these slices, and they got all these strombolis, and they got penne vodka, and they got all kinds of other shit. And it looked pretty good. But the pizza is the part that I'm reporting on. The crust was good. It was reheated, so it wasn't like the original fire. But the creminis were nice, the cremini mushrooms. They had little ronis, like little tiny ones. And I like that, I like that. It was nice. It was a good pizza. I would have again. And honestly, in that part of town, I mean, if we're standing on Market Street, in the fashion district, and you said, "Yo, Dan," wait, you sound like this. "Yo, Dan, Yeah, what's up, man? I really need a slice, yo. Can I get that $1 slice like in Brooklyn? No, we don't have that. Our slices are like $5 here. What? Yeah, and it's not as good. What? Yeah, and yeah, that's how it is. I'd take it by George. I'd say, come on, let's go. You can get whatever you want there. It's the Reading Terminal Market, for Christ's sakes. Oh my God. How did I get to be here with such a dummy? Anyway, that's the pizza tour. The pizza tour is great. I mean, what else? What else can you... I love it. Turn this music back. Oh, here we go. Oh boy. What wonderful stuff. What wonderful stuff. This is great music. I'm going to use this all the time. As far as our next segment. Okay, well, I'm just going to talk about the album of the month real quick. Usually recommend an album of the month. And one thing I'll say is, I would go to YouTube, and I would go to Office Hours Live on YouTube, and they just put out, for the holiday season, a 5-hour compilation of all the musical guests from the show, and it's pretty damn good. It's pretty great. And one person I found from there, see, I'm going to recommend someone, Delicate Steve. He's actually playing in Philadelphia on the 8th of December. So you could see him if you wanted to. I'm not going to give you any more details, so I'm not going to make it any easier for you. So there's that. But, you know, you could go if you make it there. If you make it there. I mean, how are you going to get there? That's right. You'll find your way. Ladies and gentlemen, the next segment of the show. Next segment of the show. You love it. You know it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is The Beef. Oh, feels so good to be recording under the umbrella of Evil Carousel. You know, I created this empire. Hold on, I need a little bit of echo on my voice if I'm going to try and sound that important. You know, I started this media empire about 3 years ago, and, well, it's been great. It's been really great, and we're having a good time. And I just want to thank all of you who made it this far. I promise I won't torture you that much anymore. We got a little bit more show to go. But I mean, you've had the pizza tour. You've had your Chihuahua news. You heard from Santa Claus. What more do you want? Oh man, I found this music video called Too Much to Lose, and with Jan Hammer and Ringo Starr and David Gilmour, and it's hilarious. It's this video where the entire song is made by this Jan Hammer guy, this bald guy who looks really dorky and really lame. He composes this song, and it's a song about losing everything to gambling. It's ridiculous. And, I mean, it's not ridiculous. It happens all the time. I just mean, like, this song is ridiculous. It's from the 80s. And, basically, he composes this whole song by himself. And then, one by one, all these, like, rogue musicians come out and steal the instruments from him. And he's left to play guitar. Because nobody else plays guitar, you know, that's his thing, you know. And David Gilmour comes out. The lead guitar player, the guitar player of Pink Floyd, arguably one of the greatest guitarists of all time. Fun fact, he actually has the most expensive guitar collection on the planet. But he comes out on stage and starts playing bass. Why would he play bass? And then, what is it, Beck comes out and starts playing guitar? And I'm sorry, but like, let David Gilmour take care of that. Why don't you fucking play bass? He's like, no. David Gilmour's up there dancing. He's like, I don't give a shit. At least I don't have to deal with Roger Waters. So that was cool. If you want a quick little laugh, I'd check out that song. I'll just say it one more time so you can go, oh yeah, I want to check it out. And you like write it down real fast. I'm going to say this part slow because like maybe you're going to Notepad or you're just going to like type it into like, a text bubble or something. But it's called Too Much to Lose with Jan Hammer. And you can't get more 80s than that. I want to tell you about my new holiday party idea. You can steal it, but I want credit for this in the future, which means I want to be invited. I probably won't come. And I don't have to bring anything. The conception of this party comes from me. Like, this party is so ridiculous. This party is in a sperm bank right now because I've created it. And one day it's going to be a thing. And like, as the proprietor of the sperm bank, I want to get paid one day. This is the worst analogy. All right. So, Hollow Mass. All right. Every year, you gotta figure out what you're gonna do for Halloween, who you're gonna blow off. There's Christmas going on. Everybody has a fucking Christmas party. And, what happens in the middle of November besides Thanksgiving? Nothing. That's at the end of the month, so shut up. So at the middle of November, you have Hallowmas, right? You decorate for Christmas and Halloween at the same time. So, like, imagine putting, like, those big cobwebs, like, over your Christmas tree and so forth. And there's a Secret Santa that everybody participates in. And everyone comes in costume. There's candy everywhere, including candy canes and candy corn. But I'm not eating any of that shit. There can be a fire going, and, you can do what you want, but it's a great idea. It combines all these holidays. You don't have to go to all of them, just one when you have your free time, and, blow off some steam. And I think it's a great idea, and a lot of people think it's a great idea. I need to stop doing that. It's way too easy to just snap back into that crazy line of talking. But I have one more experience that I need to tell you about. This is a little embarrassing, but it's the truth, and I'm sticking by it. And it's not anything I'm ashamed of. It's just so I'm on my phone the other day, as you do. I was sitting there just looking at my phone, and all of a sudden an ad dances across my screen for Starbucks, and they say, hey, look over here. They say, hey, look over here. We've got our new holiday cups. And I'm looking at these cups. And they looked exquisite. I'm telling you what. I started to feel like high off of looking at these things. Like, I immediately just felt like filled with joy and happiness and got really festive. And then the next day I got one. And it's like their marketing worked on me on several levels. It was chemical, it was outrageous, and it was unbelievable. Anyway, go get yourself a Starbucks and a holiday cup and get festive already, alright? Christmas is around the corner, and you know what? Whether you like Christmas or you don't like the holidays or whatever, it's like it's an excuse for you to just be fucking festive and just have a little bit of fun. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So, that's the fucking message. Oh my god. You know what really drives me crazy? Sometimes you run into somebody on the subway and it's just this, by the way, this is Tales of the Subway. I really like that. That's this noisemaker / sound machine, courtesy of Joe Badia from Pizzeria Badia. He donated that to the show, and I'm thrilled with it. Even for that one sound effect, it's very punchy. It has a nice punch to it, like a, you know what I mean. You know what I fucking mean. Anyway, this is a little disturbing, but I have 2 short sound clips from the subway recently. Let's do a time check here. We're gonna start winding things down soon. Oh, we're at the 1 minute, or no, the 1 minute mark. We're about 3 minutes away from 1 hour. 1 hour. This will be the longest podcast ever. Well, for this show. Anyway. What I think down in the subway, you run into a lot of crazy shit and people. Obviously there's mental illness and it's sad and it's awful, but once in a while you just have to record some things and and see how it goes, I guess. I'm just looking for where the heck is it? Oh, so bear with me here. I'm just scrolling through things.
Can I get a large cheese pizza?
That would have been good for the pizza tour. So I'm on the subway, and you're sitting there with your AirPods on, and you hear this.
Doors are open. Breakfast making all
Stop annoying itself. So what?
are closing.
Where is it coming from? The first car. No! You all fucking know it's fucking.
Isn't that just disturbing? I'm not making fun of this person. It's just I'm doing the research and I'm reporting on the subject. Okay, that's enough of that. This one was kind of funny.
I mean, your shit all silky and shit. Look at little milky and silky. Yeah, that's like a milky and silky. Man, you shit down with. Yeah, you got her hair laid down with 2%.
Is he talking about milk?
Enter phone number.
Anyway, that's enough of that. I had to be recording people and doing weird shit and stuff. Oh my god. Oh man. Well, moving along. I'm really enjoying myself. This might be my favorite episode ever. Alrighty, and now in our movie of the month segment, I'm gonna be counting down real quickly. I'm not gonna be spending too much time on this, but the 10 worst the worst characters in Sopranos. Now, I'm not gonna go for anybody like like high up on the food chain, like Silvio or who's that bald guy? What's his name? The guy that runs the restaurant. I don't know. Or Paulie. Hey T. No, I'm not gonna bust on any of them. And we're starting from the bottom, working our way to number 1, who I hate the most. All right, number 10. This is more like an honorable mention, but Gigi, he's the guy that dies on the toilet while holding a porno magazine. I guess he shits himself. I guess he can't shit, and that's why he dies. And he gets the honorable mention because he wins No Shit November. Can we get a round of applause, please? Please. All right. Thank you. Number 10 goes to Gigi. Okay, number 9 is Frank from New York. Hey, Tony. I'm not going to forget this shit, Tony. Frank is a guy that gets his head... Well, I shouldn't give any spoilers there, I guess. Well, the show's been out since, fucking 2000? Alright, never mind. We're going to give spoilers. And if you haven't seen the show yet, well, I'm sorry. Maybe you'll want to see it now. Frank, he gets his head run over by his own car. And he goes, hey, Tony. Hey, what... That's not a great impression. Right? Moving on, we have number 8. Vito's goth son. I forget his name, but he gets the makeup and he dresses in all black and he's really weird and kind of suicidal, and yeah, it's just this kid sucks. All right, number 7 is now this is going to be controversial. I'm going to get canceled, but I'm going to put on Meadows' first boyfriend at Columbia University, Noah. He's the black guy that Meadow dates, and then Tony has a big problem with it, and he acts like a real asshole and treats the guy like shit, and then it kind of has a ripple effect if you look at the apparatus of their relationship. Moving on, Tony's mom, number 6. What's her name? Not Loretta. What's her name? Damn it. Lydia. And she goes, oh,
Anthony! It's your mother. Now I don't like that kind of talk. I gave my whole life for my kids on a silver platter, and this is the thanks they give me. I wish the Lord would just take me. I don't like that kind of talk.
That's not bad, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, and then number 5 is the Assemblyman. I don't know what his name is. He's like a detective. What does that even mean? He's the guy that he ends up sleeping with Tony's Russian girlfriend, and then Tony like whips him with a belt and like totally just demoralizes the guy. Again, spoiler. Number 4. That, you know what? I'm talking about like really serious and gruesome circumstances here as we move further up the list, and it's pretty awful. Well, I guess shitting yourself to death and getting your head exploded by your own tire is also bad. But the guy that I'm just gonna say cornered Dr. Melfi in the parking garage, that was horrible and awful, and that's one of those things, man. I draw the line. There's some things I don't tolerate, and it's that. Cornering people in parking garages. Even if you have uromycetitis. It's a multi-level joke there, so just work on that. Alright, next we have... Now these guys, I don't know their fucking names, but they worked for Christopher in season 2. In the stockbroker place. And they keep pushing. They're supposed to push wabistics, and they like beat up that guy, and then they like start trying to move up in the world, and they try to go kill Christopher, and then they end up dying. They suck. And why didn't they push wabistics? What the hell is wabistics? Well, it's obviously web statistics. Obviously. Number 2 is Richie April. Alright, so now this guy is a pain in the ass. He was in jail during the first season. He comes out, he wants like the world by the balls, and he goes, "You're gonna ruin the material." Oh, Tony, don't you think I can get my piece back? And he like beats up Beansy. Fuck this guy. I fucking hate him. I'm so glad Janice kills him. Which gets on to my next point. Ralph Separato. Awful fucking human being. Does terrible things in the show. I hate this man. I hate when he's on screen. I'm not going to go into detail on what he did, especially if you didn't see the show, because it's just awful, and I don't want to discuss it. I don't want that content on my show. All I'm going to say is he disrespected the Bing, and in doing so, really fucking disgraced himself. So that's why he's number 1. I can't stand him. He dates Ro for a while. He gives Jackie April a gun. And, you know, all that shit. It's just, and he dates another one that dates Janice. I hate all the people that date Janice, except for Bobby Bacala. It's like, Karen's last CD. Anyway, that is our countdown this week. And, you know, sometimes a countdown. You can't hear me when I talk like that, can you? All right. Oh, well, I thought that was a great show. I had a good time. I hope you did too. I think it's great. Pretty much we're winding things down, but on the next episode of the Unexpected Thrill of a Lifetime podcast, well, we're going to have a lot of the usual segments. I'm hoping to have a brand new, really good song to whip out. It's going to be episode 36, which, I mean, come on. And then we're starting the new year after that with 2023. And one thing that we're going to talk about next week is, this is a little teaser, we're going to rank the planets in our galaxy. We're going to rank them. And we're going to get your input on Instagram, and we're going to let us know. But you know what? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave you with this. The best planet is always my favorite. Is Uranus. Sorry. How unprofessional it would be. Yeah, so we're going to be ranking the planets. I'm going to be honest. This household is really biased towards Saturn. But that's okay. We're gonna do some learning. We're gonna do some digging. We're gonna have more videos to come in the next episode. It's gonna be great. Well, the next month, we're gonna be posting things and doing things and doing all that kind of stuff. But you've waited this long. Now it's time for the big announcement for 2023. The announcement is, starting in January of 2023, we're going to be doing a forward-facing podcast. We're going to let that sink in for a minute. We're going to do a forward-facing podcast so you get to watch while I record the show. And you get to see me, and I'm probably going to be a man. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's going to be forward-facing. I'm going to, be able to show visuals, do silly things. You'll see me run the show. You'll probably see me staring at screens a lot and saying, this is kind of boring. It's not really all that it's cracked up to be. Well, I don't fucking care. Anyway, thank you everyone for stopping by today. Thank you for listening, putting up with my craziness. I hope this is a fun little treat for you around the holiday season. Again, if you want any stickers, get in my DMs. I'll even send them through the mail. 3 stickers for $5. They're not cheap. I get these printed. It's good on a water bottle or a notebook or the back of a laptop, or maybe, maybe you got a little something that you like to stick stickers on. Maybe you want to stick them in public. I mean, that's really what this is all about. It's marketing and it's fun. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the show now. The show.